Together we are but first coffee. Susie's just our host, but what matters most is we are a team. Together we are all safe here, and so are you. Among friends and mods we are safe. We talk about trauma, break down drama of life, death, happy or sad, even mad. We discuss it all here. Together we will thrive, not just survive. We will dry each other's tears, celebrate big or small wins, and chase away the fears. Together we fight cults or fight addictions. If not with experience, with love, and we don't judge. Please understand, this is a safe place to land. Please understand, you're not alone. This is a safe place to land. Together we thrive, not just survive. We will dry each other's tears, celebrate big or small wins, and chase away the fears. Because we are but first coffee, and Susie welcomes us all here. Together we are but first coffee, and Susie.
Hey, everybody. It's good to see you. I see a couple people are coming in already. Number just keeps rising. That always is good when the number goes up. I do realize that this is a holiday and an odd time of day for me to be going live. So I'm not too worried about it, but I just kind of missed you guys. And I realized that since this is New Year's Day, right, that we probably needed to address the topic of New Year's resolutions. So that's what I want to talk about for a little bit today. And I hope that you all are going good. And if you've made New Year's resolutions, please make some that don't mean you have to change your entire life in one day. Hey, Gary, good to see you. Kalani, good to see you too. Canadian girl, hello. Seems like a while since I've seen you. I don't know how to pronounce that. Pelon, Thor. It's good to see you too. Picking up some new viewers with these odd times and also the other streaming format because we're streaming both ways now. Hello, Caitlin. Good to see you too. Good to see everybody. This is not going to be a real long one. We're still in Branson, Missouri on a little getaway, just my husband and I. Hey, KG girl L. Good to see you. My day has been great. I hope that your day is great too. You'll have to put in the comments what everybody's doing for your New Year's Day. We're not really sure what we're doing. We leave tomorrow to go back home to Oklahoma. So I think we're going to play some miniature golf. And I don't know. I mean, we'll go somewhere to eat, obviously. But I don't know. We're just going to kind of look around. It's beautiful today. Yeah, you're just as good as it's going to get, Gary. Well, you're pretty damn good. I really do think so. I think you're great. You're one of my favorite people. And I miss you when you're not here. So I am going to go ahead and get started. I will try to keep up with the chat as best I can. I got to stay up and play games with my family last night. It was so much fun. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, Mark and I went out to eat last night at a place called Landry's. It's one of our favorite restaurants, and there's not very many of them. So when we're in Branson, we generally do try to go there. This was actually the second time we went there this week. And the reason I wanted to go so bad was I love the fire grilled oysters with Parmesan and butter and all that on it. And they had ran out of the oysters. So I didn't get them last time we went because I was like, no, I'm gonna get them when we come New Year's Eve. And then we had a reservation and went New Year's Eve and they were out of them. Ooh, riding dune buggies. That's fun. I haven't done that in years, but it is fun. Yeah, and an ATV. Absolutely. Yeah, in the desert. Cool. Yeah, you're in the desert. We have a desert type situation in Oklahoma. It's called Little Sahara. And everybody goes there and rides dune buggies and everything. And it is bizarre to me that with all the different climates and everything that we have in Oklahoma, that all of a sudden you pull up and it's just this huge sand dunes. And I don't know, it's fun, but I haven't been in a long time. So I hope everybody's having. Yes, Landry's is a seafood place. It sure is. It's really good. It's a little pricey, but it's good. Every once in a while it's worth it. I look like a cow up against this dark wood with this. I've got a sweatshirt on that's huge, but it's cold outside, so I'm gonna stay warm while we're playing putt golf. So, all right, see you later, Caitlin. Come back and see us. Yeah, Octotillo. I cannot pronounce that. I don't think I got it right. But anyway, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys, because otherwise I'll just sit and talk to you, which is what I prefer anyway. But I did write this up, so I need to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. And, you know, it is that magical time of the year where the calendar flips and we all buy new planners and suddenly society expects for us to just wake up earlier, drink kale, forgive everyone, which we should do that anyway, but some people make it a little difficult. And just become, emotionally evolved gym people or yoga people or whatever the deal is, right? We're just supposed to all of a sudden just love going and working out, which I do enjoy it, but apparently not enough because I don't do it enough. So, anyway, so today we're going to do a little bit about anti resolutions. What I don't really like to do resolutions. I like to make plans, but I don't like to make a rule like that I have to do something. I don't like it. So, we're going to kind of look at things a little bit different. We're not going to have any shame, no toxic positivity, like, oh, goody, we're gonna do, I'm gonna be so happy to go to the gym for 3 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week. No, I don't even have that much time on my hands. And no pretending to be who we aren't. Hey, Patrick, good to see you. You used to go regularly to the one in Denver. I used to work out all the time. In fact, I taught aerobics for a long time. I just I don't know. You get older. I've got really bad knees, so that kind of puts me out of a lot of stuff. But yeah, I do enjoy working out. I'm just not good at doing it as much as I need to. So today first of all, we're gonna look at 10 resolutions, and I wrote them down, y'all. 10 resolutions that people make every year, and I won't say never, but pretty much never keep. So, you know, let's be honest. If these resolutions worked, we would all be flawless by now. We would all be thin, gorgeous, in the best health, everything rich. I don't know. But anyway, so number one is the one that everybody seems to make is the whole I'm going to work out every day. You know what happens to so many of us? By January 7th, our gym memberships are basically just something that we donated to the gym. And the treadmill becomes a catch all. All of the extra clothes that we, don't want to hang back up or the dirty clothes or whatever, but clothes, belts, just whatever gets thrown over on it. So, number two, I'll eat clean. Yeah, that one probably works pretty good. I mean, except for that occasional candy bar or maybe a donut or something, right? But we try, don't we all at least try to eat clean so much of the time? Anyway, number three, I'll stop procrastinating. If you were anything like me, you're still trying to start that one from last year because I know I absolutely resolved to stop procrastinating last year and probably the year before and maybe the year before that. So far, it's not working. How about number four? I'm deleting social media. Now, you just drop that pen right now and don't write that one because you better not be deleting social media. You have to watch this channel and a couple others that are really good. Number five, save more money. Ugh, yeah, but can that come after Amazon and Temu, a couple other things? Mark, my husband, is over on the other side of the room giving me a look like, mm-mm. Number six, I will wake up at 5 a.m. And I do every year. I make that resolution and I keep it. And I go to pee and then I get right back into bed every single day. But I mean, I don't break it. Number seven, ugh, I'll stop swearing. That lasts about 5 minutes when I get in traffic. Those people just irritate me. And I can't even like start a swear jar because I mean, number five says I have to save more money. And does it count as saving it if you're having to pay it to yourself for swearing? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Number eight, I'll read 52 books. hmm Have y'all ever made that one? I make that one all the time. Not necessarily 52, but I'm going to read more books because I love to read, is the thing. I love it. But I know that my daughter, when she said she was going to read more books, she also counted the ones that she listened to on audio at 1.25 speed. And she also counted those little golden books that she read to her daughter. So I don't know. I know I did count some that were books that were made into movies. I thought that worked pretty good. I used to do that when I was in school and then try to do the book report based on the movie till I figured out that the movies very rarely are the same as the actual book. So took a little while to learn that little tidbit though. Patrick Garrett, good to see you. And Diana, good to see you. It's good to see you. Okay, so number nine, I make this one not yearly. I make this one pretty much weekly. But I always say I'm gonna stop people pleasing. Like I'm just gonna be me and just stop trying to make sure that people like me. And then I end up being like apologizing to myself for making that one because I don't know, sometimes I feel like maybe I should present my best self on camera, especially or when I'm meeting new people. And so I don't know, I feel like almost like I don't want it to give me permission to just be like a sloth, that they meet and they're like, okay, not liking her so much. So and number 10, the whole thing of this year, I'm gonna fix my whole damn life. This is a Thursday, babe. We can't fix everything. Let's just tackle brushing our hair. If we just get our hair brushed, sometimes just getting out of bed is enough. Sometimes just surviving a day is enough. And then other days, we absolutely can do amazing things. But whenever you think about it, do you really need to change your whole life or maybe just a few things? So, oh, my nose is itching. I need to resolve to remember to take my allergy medicine before I go on camera. Oh, so here are 10, honest resolutions, but that they do sometimes fail. Okay. A lot of the time they fail. So, number one, I will not start a diet that hates me. And then what do? We start diets that hate us, that you can't eat anything or you can only eat one thing or I, I do it all the time. I get on these diets that, usually just trying to starve myself, which is just self-hate. But anyway, I do it all the time. I need to stop. So, number two, I will buy a new planner. And we do, but then we ignore it. Mark bought me a new planner yesterday, and I got up bright and early this morning and started filling in January. So, we're going to see how well I keep it up. I should hold myself accountable by doing like a weekly or even monthly check in with my channel and being like, okay, this is where I'm at today. Mm. If you're new coming in, it's good to see you. Hey, Jan, good to see you. And you still have your wrench. I'm happy. Yeah. Anybody new coming in, very good to see you. You are always welcome here. We generally talk about a lot of like peer support things and anti-cult content, specifically Scientology, but not only Scientology. We also talk about all kinds of cults and high control relationships and healing, whether it be from abuse or some kind of like if you have problems with alcohol or drugs, those kind of things. We try to be a safe place to land. I'm not a therapist. I will never pretend to be one. One of my good friends says that we are carapists, like we care. And that's why we're here. That's why we spend so much time trying to help and let you all help us, because believe me, I am just as flawed, if not more flawed than anybody else. So, anyway, so back to the list. Okay. Number three, I will go to the gym. I mean, at least once, right? At least once. Absolutely. Number four. Oh, this is one that if you have a YouTube channel, you really need to resolve to this one and keep it, y'all. Number four is I will emotionally prepare before reading texts and emails, because you would not believe some of the texts and emails that we get. People will just say anything. There's so many kind people out there, but let me tell you, I think for every kind person, there's five that are just heinous. Ugh. Anyway, number five, I will stop explaining myself. Yeah, nah, I'm pretty comfortable with my Susie splaining. I tend to do that a lot, and ugh, it's probably not going to stop, but I wish it would. Does anybody else do that? Do you ever over explain? Oh, I'm always watching your videos, but I'm trying to get it to pop up there. I missed it. There we go. I'm always watching your videos, but this is my first stream because I'm in a different time zone. Oh, yeah, that can be kind of difficult, can't it? Yeah. I'm in the central time zone. So, and usually I go like at 7 o'clock at night in the central zone. But today, it's just different. Yes, Gary, I did. I saw that Zach is back. I'm thrilled. I am really thrilled. I hope you get to slow down so soon too, so you can be here more. I over explain and overthink everything. Me too. Me too. So, any of you new people that are coming in, please hit the like and subscribe. it just gets these videos out to more people and it doesn't cost anything. It does help my ego just a little bit. Makes me feel a little bit better if people are actually subscribing. So let's see here. Number 6. How about this one? And this one, I'm not being specific, but you'll know who you're thinking about when I say it. So, number 6 is I'm going to stop pretending to like her. That's kind of a if you know, you know. Of course, I have somebody that I think of, but I bet every one of you have that certain someone, whether male or female, whatever, that maybe you just kind of pretend to like or pretend to tolerate. Maybe this is the year that you just are like, I don't have to do that anymore. I'm a grown ass adult and I don't have to pretend to like people. Yeah, even for you oldies but goodies, hit that like. And you can also share this video. That really helps. It just gets us out to more people. So, number 7 is I will mute people instead of arguing. Oh, I need to learn that one. I really do. That is one that it's one of my plans because I'm not very good with resolutions, but it is one of my plans is to just start muting people and not listening. My friend Julia, she's really good at that. People will make rude comments and stuff to her, and she just like deletes them, blocks them. It's just like done, and puts it out of her mind. And I really I admire her for that. So let's see here. Number 8, I will take naps without guilt. Absolutely. That's important. Remember when we were kids and we hated when our parents would make us take naps? Doesn't every adult now just about wish that somebody would force them to take a nap? Like, no, you can't finish that job that you need to do, or you can't clean the house, or you can't, whatever the thing is, until you take a nap. Now get in there and lay down. I'll be like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Number 9, I will not diagnose myself via memes. Oh, or anyone else. How about that? Don't diagnose yourself and don't diagnose anybody else. I absolutely hate it whenever somebody's on Facebook or YouTube or something and they're like, so and so is a narcissistic, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on and on. And most of the time when they're doing that, I'm sitting there thinking, are you looking in the mirror? Because everything that you are pointing at this person, one finger, there's 3 fingers back here pointing at you. So I'm really worried about diagnosing people. First of all, I'm not qualified. But second of all, I'm always afraid that I'm going to do that. And then it's going to be more like that it's me that's doing those things. So not going to catch me doing that. And number 10, I will lower my expectations so that joy can surprise me. Now, don't you think that's a good one? I thought that one was pretty good. I actually stole it from somebody online, but I thought it made a lot of sense if we would just stop expecting everything to be perfect, stop expecting, that every single thing we do is going to have meaning or be the most fun or be the best meal or, whatever it is. Just stop. That's a lot of pressure to put on ourselves. If we just stop, I think we'd be surprised at the little things of joy that would pop in. So I also wrote down 10 resolutions that I think are keepable. Some of those others I think are too, but they're a little harder. But I think that this 10 is keepable and that it would actually help a lot of us. So in the comments, hey Linda, good to see you too. Gosh, seeing lots of people. Please write down in the comments or in the chat some of your resolutions that you're doing this year, some things that you want to change or add to your life or whatever. And maybe some that you fail at. I can't talk, fail at. just, let us know. Are there any that are funny that you made and you knew you were going to fail, but you did it anyway? Or just any real good ones for this year? And maybe the rest of us can kind of do like the one I stole online about, lowering expectations so that joy. I got to move my legs. I'm sitting on this bed and I had my legs crossed and one was going to sleep. Yeah, don't you just hate to hear narcissistic abuser? Oh, I know it. And gaslighting. The thing is here's the thing. It is very important that we understand those things and that we can, see it and, you know, protect ourselves from it, right? But it becomes a deal of that if somebody doesn't like someone, they just automatically label them with all of these terms that they're not qualified to label them with. And it lowers the actual bite of a true narcissist and true gaslighting. It's just like whenever people throw up the whole thing of, you're in a cult, it's the cult of this or the cult of that or whatever. No, it's not the same. They lower the importance of the word cult, the horror of it, and I get tired of hearing things. I mean, I am absolutely an anti-cult channel, and yet I get so tired of hearing people that just call anything that's different or any group of people or something a cult, especially if they don't like that group of people. And so I don't know. It makes me mad after a while. So I just, ugh, it's annoying. So anyway, so finally, the 10 keepables, right? Yeah, you stopped making resolutions so you don't disappoint yourself. Yeah, I get it. Hey, John, I'm not a big resolution. I'm trying to get this to show. I'm not a big on resolutions either, but I want to get out and finally meet the friends that I've made in this space, making my invisible friends real in 2026. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jan, that is true. That sounds amazing. Yeah, we're always in the mod chat. We're always talking about getting together and meeting in real life and trying to figure out how to do it because some of our mods are in the States and then some of our mods are in Canada. So it makes it a little difficult when we're so, just all over the place. But anyway, the 10 resolutions that I think would really help. Okay. Number one, and I'm going to do this one. You'll notice some of the wording that I will use that will maybe make it a little easier. Number one, I'm going to drink one extra glass of water a day when I remember. Because I'm really bad about remembering to drink water. Number two, I will rest when I'm tired instead of shaming myself. I actually have gotten to the point that I feel so guilty if I say, I need to rest. I don't care that, this needs done or that needs done. I need to rest, whether that be 10 minutes, an hour, or a day. If I need to rest a whole day, I'm going to start doing it. So let's see here. Number three, I will celebrate effort, not perfection. This one's hard for me too. I am very much a perfectionist. And so I am just absolutely celebrating the effort. Like right now, I usually do my lives from my laptop. I love how it works. I've got my laptop all set up to do my lives. I've got everything on it I need to do my lives. I've got my microphone hooked to it and it's sitting here with me. The laptop's on the bed with me and my microphone's over to the right of me. But in this hotel we're in, I couldn't get a good enough signal from their Wi-Fi to use my laptop. So I'm on my iPad And I almost didn't go live because I couldn't do it the way that I feel the most comfortable. But I did it anyway, and I'm glad I did. It feels good. It feels good to get on here. Yeah. Linda stopped making resolutions so she doesn't forget herself. Yeah, or not forget herself, disappoint herself. Yeah, I don't like it either when people call all religions cults. They may be a little culty, but not actual cults. Absolutely. Absolutely. You like these resolutions? Okay, so let's see what else was it here. Da, 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 da. Oh, here's another one. Ugh. Number 4, I'll stop forcing myself to like people who drain me. We don't have to be around people that just drain our energy. We don't have to be rude to them, but we don't have to be their friend either. And it's okay sometimes to outgrow relationships. I'm in the process of that right now. Most of these are stuff that I'm actually working on. And so I just kind of wrote them down. But it's something that I've been working on and I'm going to continue to do it. And it's hard. Whenever you're a people pleaser, you want to think that you can just make that person like you. And so then they'll quit being so rude or whatever the deal is that makes you not like them. Sometimes that's just who they are, or they're just not your people. It's okay. Number 5, I will ask for help without apologizing. Oh boy, this one's me. I'm like, oh, I'll finally ask for help and I'm like, I'm really sorry. I don't want to bother you, but could you do this or that? And it drives me nuts. I mean, nobody ever says, no, I don't want to do that. They're always like, sure, or don't worry about it. Quit apologizing, that whole thing. But I'm always just, especially with my mods, I am so afraid of not showing them the appreciation and the love that I have for them. And so, they do what they do out of the kindness of their hearts, and they certainly don't have to. So I just feel guilty if I have to ask them for help, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try, guys. Number 6, I will do one thing a week just because it brings joy. That could be whatever. That could be that you lock yourself in the bathroom so you don't have to share that candy bar with those kids. Or that you just like take a Sunday and do nothing but watch TV, whatever it is. I'm just trying to think of things that people might do. I need to take my allergy medicine so that it makes me feel better. That would make me have joy. But anyway, it could be whatever it is. If you just want to go, stay in bed all day, or you want to go for a drive, or you want to whatever it is, just do one thing a week that just is because you just want to. Number 7, this one's big too for a lot of us. I will talk to myself the way that I talk to other people. Do you ever do that? Do you ever catch yourself being like really kind to other people and you're worth it, you deserve better than what you're getting, you're so pretty, you're all this. But do you ever tell ourselves that kind of stuff? Most of us don't. I don't. I absolutely don't. My self-talk is, "Ugh, you look so fat in those leggings," or, "Oh, you know, why do you look like a linebacker if you wear a flannel shirt?" Or, "You're so stupid." I was, like, on a live one time, and I'm not even kidding, absolutely felt like the dumbest person in the room. Because I mean, these people have big degrees and, great jobs and everything, and there was me, and I kept saying, you know over and over I had said something about being the dumbest person in the room or whatever, or God, I feel so stupid about this question or whatever. And this guy, what was in Carnosol, he said, you don't get to call yourself dumb when you skipped a grade in school. And I got to thinking about it and I was like, he's right. But then, even more than that, we just don't get to call ourselves dumb because we might not all be smart in exactly the same ways, but we all have our areas that we excel in, our things that we're very smart about. And so I'm really, really going to struggle and try so much this year to not discount myself, not assume that I'm stupid, because I'm not. I know I'm not dumb. I'm, fairly educated. I've got a good vocabulary. I'm terrible at pronouncing some words, but I think I just kind of play dumb sometimes so that people don't expect me to be really smart. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but in my head, it makes sense. But I'm going to stop doing it. Anyway, number 8, I will leave spaces that feel unsafe and I'll leave quietly and peacefully. I don't have to announce my departure. I don't have to be mad and stomp out. I can just quietly back out of places that don't feel safe to me. Number 9, I will notice progress, even if that progress is tiny. Still progress. One foot in front of the other, one day at a time, whatever it is. I tell myself, I used to be able to just like clean my whole house within 2 or 3 hours. I could get the house clean, I could get all this stuff done, but I had things that I did on certain days. And then all of the chemo and the cancer and everything hit. And I stopped being able to do that. And so now I have really been saying, clean this end table off, clean that ottoman off, dust that table, things like that. And I want to continue doing that. But letting myself understand that those small achievements are big, they're big. And even if they're not big, oh well, it'll be there tomorrow. So, number 10, I will stop starting over every Monday. Do you all do that? Like if you, for instance, if you go on a diet and then you blow it because you go out to eat on Saturday. So then you just blow the whole rest of the weekend off because I'm going to start over on Monday. No, it's okay to mess up once. Like if you if you're trying not to spend money and you're doing really really good and then boom, you go spend too much money one day. Well, guess what? It happens. Accept it, go on, and from right then just go back to whatever it was that you were doing. You don't have to beat yourself up and being like, it's kind of like um how like alcoholics, they'll be like, I was 9 years 27 days sober and then I took a drink. Well, then they feel like that they have to start completely over. Like that they didn't just put in that 9 years and 27 days or whatever. And I don't mean that it's okay, to slip up and to make mistakes. And I get the whole thing of keeping track of time. I get it all. But in your own mind, don't discredit the 9 years and 27 days or whatever it is, because you did that. One sip or one bottle, whatever the deal is, it shouldn't completely erase everything that you did. Just don't keep doing it. Just don't continue to do it. Just, I don't know. You don't have to start completely over. It just always breaks my heart whenever I'll have friends that they'll, fall off the wagon, one drink or something. I have a friend that was sober for 25 years. I didn't think there was any way in the world that this man would take a drink, but he did. And he's like, now I got to start all over. And I'm like, well, I get it. You've got to start, from now, but don't discredit the 25 years. Because, I mean, he wasn't a raving drunk those 25 years. So I don't know. We need to cut ourselves some slack, is what I think. But, in closing, what I want to say to you is if you didn't keep last year's resolutions, you didn't fail. You survived. And sometimes surviving is enough. Sometimes surviving is a lot, an absolute lot. This last year was so hard for so many of us that I think that we all deserve a round of applause. And if I had my little trophy that I have here, if I had it with me, we would all get the trophy. I would raise it for all of us because we survived it. We learned, we adapted, we kept going when we wanted to quit, even when nobody saw it. Sometimes the things that we fight the hardest, we fight in silence and invisibly. So this year, we're not going to chase perfection, y'all. We're going to choose compassion, consistency for ourselves. It's going to be about consistency, not perfection. And we're going to chase laughter. That's what we're going to do on this channel. We're going to find the laughter. We're going to find the fun things and the hard things. We'll still talk about hard things. Thank you, Jersey, for putting those trophies up. That's right. We all deserve them. Those are for all of us. I think this year in particular, if we survived it, that is quite the accomplishment. So we need to have better boundaries and more grace, not only for other people, but for ourselves. We need to set boundaries for ourselves, but we need to give ourselves grace too. We're pretty good at giving other people, sorry about that, grace, but not so good at giving it to ourselves. So I want you to think about that. Like, what anti resolutions are you adopting this year? Is it going to be you're going to quit, being so hard on yourself, or you're going to, stop trying to be perfect, or whatever that is, going to stop accepting less than you deserve in a relationship? That's a big one. Stop trying to fix everybody else at the expense of yourself. That's another one. So, I don't know. What I'm going to do is my biggest resolution is that I'm just going to be me. And I know that I'm not for everybody. I know I'm way too much for some people and not enough for others. And I'm just not going to care. I'm going to be me. And I'm I'm just going to keep doing me. I'm just going to care about people and screw up. And I don't know. It's just what I'm going to do. And if I fail, then I fail. But that's just going to be how it goes. So I am going to check with the chat just a little bit and see what you all are saying. And then I'm going to get off of here. My husband is waiting to go play golf and probably have some lunch or something. So thank you, Canadian girls. That's good advice. Yeah, I think AA does teach you that when you slip, you have to start over. And I don't think that's good. I really don't. I understand the concept of just start over, just start from there and go fresh. Don't keep drinking. I understand that concept, but I don't like the whole thing of everything that you fought for in the past is just gone and you have to start from scratch. And I'm not even talking just strictly about AA. I'm talking about just in life. If if you are somebody that bickers with your partner, you just constantly, bickering with your partner, and you really work hard to not do that, and you go months without bickering or belittling or whatever the thing is, right? And then you do one thing that's just kind of not nice. Maybe you're just like, whatever, or just rude to them in general. Well, guess what? Yes, start over from there, start fresh, go again. But it didn't take away the part that you already did. It didn't take away all that good that you did. It doesn't just stop. If we're raising children and we make a mistake one time, we give them the wrong advice or whatever the deal is, that doesn't, that doesn't mean that that's us every day for however long they've been. It's just, I don't know. I just don't want people to forget that what they did yesterday does matter, and especially if it's good. you know, we don't have a problem with accepting that we did bad things and holding on to those, but we have a hard time accepting the good things that we did and holding on to those. So I don't know. I just want us to just be easier. Yeah, a 6-month check-in. Aw, thank you. I like you are. That's so sweet. Well, guys, I'm going to go. I am so happy that you all were here with us today. I might actually go live again tonight. I've got another a little bit of a thing I wanted to talk about later, but I wanted to get this one done this morning so we could be thinking about those anti-resolutions. So anyway, I love you all. Please, if you're on the replay crew, put those resolutions that you are making that you think you can keep, and the ones that maybe you could never keep, whatever it is, just pop those in the comments. I love getting comments. I read every single one of them, and I will be back later or tomorrow, something pretty quick though. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the show, so glad you were here. We meet here most days, we're but first coffee and you're welcome here. We talk about hard subjects, but we also laugh a lot. If you have a loss or win, we will cheer for you. We're but first coffee and you are safe here. So hit those like and subscribe buttons, notifications set to all. You don't want to miss a show, because this is your home to y'all. So hit those like and subscribe buttons, notifications set to all. You don't want to miss a show, because this is your home to y'all. So hit those like and subscribe buttons,